Still a lot of flood water coming down there, look. But it's the lowest I've seen it for a month. So it is going to be worth a go. Sir Keith up on the bank up there. Right, Keith, there's only one thing to do. Do you remember Wurzel Gummidge?
Yeah.
Well, I've got my winter spring head on. You know, my place fishing head.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna have to put my mullet fishing head on. So hang on a sec, folks. How's that? That's my mullet head.
Yeah, we bring on the mullet.
I am ready for mullet. Here we are, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Say hello, Sir Keith.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Great to be out with you, sir. It's a lovely day up the Plym. We are at the Plym estuary. The tide's just about to come in. We've got a ground bit in already. We've just done a little clip about that. And yes, welcome along. This is the lowest I've seen this river for a month. It's still in flood. This is all fresh water coming down from the moors and the tributaries. But we are here and we are going to catch mullet today, Keith, or we're going to get bites. I'm sure of it.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, welcome along. I've got some stinking mackerel oil as well to put on the bait. Don't get it on your hands because it is like, you can't get it off. I end up with a lime and squeezing fresh lime and everything on my hands.
Fabric conditioner.
Oh, you said about that. That's hardcore though, isn't it? In your pores, you know, you'd be smelling like a
pansy.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome along. We are here, we are rolling, and yes, I'm feeling good. You?
Yep.
This wasn't our first choice today, but we had other plans, but it was busy there, so we left there. It was a word, give it a wide berth.
We did.
We give it a wide berth, and we've come here. And tomorrow it's raining again, and the next day it's raining again, and the next day it's raining again. So this is it. This is the window. 5.25 tide. It's a jumping tide. Let's go fishing, guys.
Hook size?
And we are using, what are you using, a single?
I have a treble cut down to a double.
Double. So you got size 12?
Yes, it's about a 12.
Yes, and I'm using a size 12. It's the Camazan, isn't it? The best ones you can get. Camazan, size 12, and I've cut one off, as I've explained in previous videos. It's more mouth friendly for the fish and, you know, less risk of pinning them. But yeah, it's a very good option because you've got obviously two sides then for the fish to turn on. And by the way, salmon anglers use those double hooks on their flies, don't they?
Yep.
Catch and release.
What about a single point hook?
No, I was just making a point there, Keith, about salmon anglers. Catch and release, use double hook.
That's it.
So there. So, ground bait. So Keith's already put in a load out there. He's dug his heel in, as they say. And look, he's got this weird bucket, and every time I'm mixing it, I go to lean on it, and it collapses on me. Yes, so I've made a mix, and it's too wet, right? Which often happens, you don't exactly know. So I'm going to take the middles out of my bread that I'll use for my bait, hook bait, and then I'll just like obviously dry up the mix with more dry bread because it's too wet. Right, rip. I don't want it too wet that it just floats away, you know. I want it sort of, it's going to stay there. That's a bit better. So that's still quite a loose mix, look. You know, it's not a firm mix, but it's fine. Right, and the next step is to get this in the ground before the tide starts. And we've got about 20 minutes left before that happens. So let's get down there, Keith, and get this in the ground,
Right, recording.
Right, so here we are, and down the system, it's on its way in, and it won't be long, another 20 minutes, okay? So we've got our lovely ground bait, and we're gonna get in the ground. There's my fishing gear right there. So literally 20, 30 yards out, and the fish will come in this close for this bait. So all I do, stick in, do the ground bait dance, Keith.
I'm trying to think of something that goes with mullet, the mullet jig or?
The mullet jig. And then I'm going to go for another rub.
Twist again.
That's it.
Like we do for the mullet.
he won't bore you anymore. So fill up the holes willy-nilly. And there you've got, guys, you've got there a nice lot of ground bait in the ground, and it's not just going to wash away, and the mullet are going to come in on that, and they're going to go, oh my god, look at this, we've got starter, main course and dessert.
Breakfast, dinner and tea.
I think I'll have the starter first, and then I'll have the prawn cocktail. Yeah, so they're going to absolutely love this, and then all I do is just pick a little bit over it, so it stays in there. So they've got to work for it a bit, yeah?
Yep.
And that is it. That's one of the most important things in mullet fishing, is ground bait, all right? Apart from the sharpness of your hook. That is the most important thing in fishing, full stop, my friends. So yeah, it is, I reckon, 20 minutes and we're in business, mate.
Ideal.
Yes. Here we jolly well go, and we are rolling, sir. Wash out your, oh yeah, sorry.
Give us a song.
Yeah, the mullet one. What was it again? Twist again. By the way, I was going to put mackerel oil in that, because it's in the bucket.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I forgot, because it stinks. Been watching this slab for the last 10 minutes. This corner is about 3 inches out the water. The tide, here it goes. Say goodbye to the corner. I love watching the first start of the tide. Here we are out on the sandbar. The tide's just literally pushing in right now. Here it comes. Filling up all the holes that I made. Go on, tide, work your magic. Keeps going in early. It's a lovely day today. I've had to take layers off. Come on the tide. Right, so we've just done an electric shock, haven't we? Just went to give him the camera and yeah, it's like, what the hell?
God, my little finger's killing me.
There's a spark between us, mate. Anyway, tactics, back to the serious stuff, tactics. I have got here a pop-up rig with a size 8 hook on it, single. Yeah, look, just a mixer hook. And I've just got a semi-fixed running ledger. So I've put 2 stoppers there because I had a float rig on there before. So instead of taking all the stoppers on, because I'm going to go float fishing again later with the same rod, I'll leave those on, and now you've got a semi-fixed bolt rig. So if the fish hits, pulls against that, the rubber stoppers, yeah, baby. So that's the theory behind that. So I'm going to throw that out on a sleeper rod with that pop up, so it'll be up in the air sort of thing. And the other rod there, I've got my trusty fixed pat with a size 12 double hook, and that's it. We're just waiting for the tide. It's coming, but there's still too much fresh at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah.
So yeah, another 10-20 minutes and we'll hopefully get into it. So yeah, stick with it, guys. just come back in on the pop-up rig. Was messing about and the line was slack. Yes, the mullet. Sushi power.
If you can't catch them, you can eat them.
Yeah, can't catch any fish, but I can eat some.